Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at cardboard boxes. This picture here is from the Texaco diorama I did quite a few years back, and I think I did this in I think it was Adobe or Corel. Made them up on printing paper and then cut them out and folded them all up and glued them together. Really tedious. But nowadays, we're making things a little bit easier. I've got actually my wife has. It's called a Cricut, and it's like a stylus cutter machine. It will cut out all kinds of neat stuff, and it's for like felting and all kinds of craft work. But I use it for making these boxes, make them simple, and it actually it cuts them out for you. Doesn't fold them and glue them for you, but it does cut them out. So we'll get back to that in a second. Show you one that, again, let's kill this monitor. Here is one that I made up, a Texaco one, and that is there's a bug crawling on my hand too. Okay, now that he's gone, this is it's 5/8 wide by 1/2 inch deep by 1/2 inch tall, and that would be a 1/25 scale. It's a regular box. This is an air filter box here, but I will show you. I'll get the camera set up, and I will show you the processes that it takes to make these and how nice they really come out. Stay tuned. Okay, first we go into Adobe, and we'll bring this up. This is my basic layout, and you can see I have the background as transparent. So when I make this up, I take like right here where the cut marks are going to be, I make sure that I change it to a solid color. Like I've got gray, light gray around the edges, and that's just for reference so I can see where I'm folding, and also so the cutter can cut it out. You can actually see that, and that's what it trims around. But because there is transparent background on this, it will just cut and just see this part here. But to make it so it cuts this thing 100%, I take and I make a line through here and through here, everywhere it needs to be cut, and I take my, let's see if I can find it. Take my magic eraser and I will click on it, and that will turn it to a transparent background. And what that does is it makes all these not part of the cut process, or not part of the print process. So when I bring this into the Cricut program, these will actually end up as cuts. So the whole perimeter. So the whole perimeter of this will be cut out around here, and then it'll put little slits in here in each one of these. That way you don't have to do it with a knife, with a X-Acto blade. And usually you take the way I used to cut them out, I would just complete, it's like this, it's like a complete page, and I would cut each individual one out, either using scissors or using a ruler and a X-Acto blade. Okay, so I've taken my artwork and I've transferred it over here into my projects, and this is the SO Boxes final. go to new project and upload. Recently uploaded. Let's go here. Insert image. Okay, so here's the image, and I've got to resize it. For some reason it does not save. Like right now we're way big. So what I want to do is up here I want to shrink this down, so this is a 1/2 inch here, and this is 5/8 of an inch. So what I'll do is I'll go to here, shrink it up quite a bit, pick it up, see where I'm at. Not quite. So that's pretty close. Alright, so I'm going to move this down about an inch. I like giving it a border of an inch on all sides. And I want to make, I got 6 there. Let's make some more. Let's duplicate. Run this down. There. Okay. So that's what we're going to print and cut. So I'm done with it. I like it. I'll go over here and push save. Project name. I'll put SO box. Final 2. I already got a final 1. Save. Okay. Now we go over here where it says, let's see, I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Okay, over here where it says make it. So I click on make it. And this will show you what you're going to get. So this is a border, it's going to print a border around it. That's for reference for the machine to pick up, so it gets a reference of where you're at. So I want to continue. Okay, so it's recognizing the cricket. Alright. Oh, it says send to printer. So click on printer. Where you want to go to the Laser Pro, copies, let's do 2. Bleed, I want the bleed off. If you put the bleed on, it leaves a heavy border around your artwork, and I think what that is that's to compensate for any bit of shift in your in the cutting process. Okay, so we're there. So let's print, and I will. Oops. Okay, so copy paper, 20 pound. Close enough. Okay. So now we go check. I'm gonna pause this and go check and see if it printed on the printer. Okay, it printed, and this is what we have. So like I said, these are the reference lines around the sides, around the edges. So it will catch those, then it'll print, or it'll cut. So we're going to do that. I'll show you how you load this thing up. Pause this and we'll do it again. Okay, to use the Cricut, you have to use a cutting mat, and that's what this is. This is a light grip cutting mat, which is really good. It's just really good for just plain paper. So you peel the cover off, and you always keep this cover over it so it doesn't destroy the mat. And you take your print and you try to line it up as best you can right at the corners. And this can be off a little bit because the machine will pick up on the registration marks, and it doesn't really care that much. Okay, so oops. We'll lay that on there like that. Okay, so that's stuck there. Next, we will move back to the menu. And so we already printed, and it's going to want us to go to load fine point, blade, and clamp B. Well, we've already got that done. Well, I'll show you what that is. Okay, it's that one right there. Alright, so we go back over here. Zoom back out. So then I'll tell you, alright, so loaded. Okay. Okay, it knows it's in there. And it does load mat and press load, unload button. So that is that flashing light you see over in the corner there. So what we will do is we will set the camera up a little closer so you can get a better view.